Shodi is not seemingly lit, though the two of you. Aloth renews his. And yet, when the Valian trading pleased with the Navy's conduct, she looks forward to Kehu distances. He bids you your pursuit of Aethys and your journey to Ukaizo. Signal the end of as the Watcher of Cadnua.
But a little difference between previous ending and this ending. I think the biggest difference is when he destroys the wheel completely along with Ukaizo. That should be the biggest change, eh? 3 more endings to see. It goes fast. This ending is a bit stupid though, with Animancers. You give power to the people, in short, that were fucked, and no one knows what's gonna happen in future. That's the ending. Now let's see.
You descend into the ancient.
What do we go for now? 4th ending.
It may read this all as this
Gone.
that they what out but in one. But what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me?
I want you to go further than breaking the wheel. I want you to destroy it all.
Come again now? I don't think the Watcher really meant that, Gon. We ought not do anything irreversible.
No. This is Remergon's doing. You cannot believe this is what is best for us, Watcher.
He opposes that.
Why would you ask me to do such a thing?
Philosopher. When you look at that, I just hate life, all of it. Entropy is inevitable. Like rolling the cycle when you know it will overtake us in the end.
The cycle cannot be denied. Death and decay come for all, whether or not the wheel is broken.
Worst ending possible, eh?
Even if a final death is inevitable, life is still worth living while we have it.
Don't worry about it. Consequences will be shown in DLCs. I'm quite sure of it, but they need to patch a lot of things before they release DLCs.
No, Watcher. I will not succumb to despair. I will not let you corrupt my purpose for being here.
No, you need to be a philosopher for this shit. It's like a hidden ending. Worst ending possible, but you need a main character, a philosopher, and then you can see this shit.
No, Aethys! Don't listen to him! I still believe in you! You can't give in to this!
Oh, I pissed them off.
Gon, please. Don't cave to the despair the Watcher seeks to smother you with. Death is only half the process. What point is there to Aeora if there's no life on it?
I must attend to my final work now. You have carried a heavy... You are free. Many will come to you. I have great...
And what changed?
You see,
You continued on your own
as
like you
Aethys'
wanted.
Maras Nua's body finally goes still amidst the rubble of the within machines, yet it continues to glow. Priests and mystics have strange dreams of an island of eternal dawn at the eye of a storm, a port where the tide never flows out, a roadside tavern whose door leads only inward. As a watcher, you see what these dreamers cannot. The souls of the departed drifting toward the Audra Colossus and the twilight afterlife within. Whether it is a temporary haven or a permanent end will depend on what the Kith of Aeora are able to accomplish on their own. And while Maras Nua stands frozen over Ukaizo, the gods look on the labors of Kith. But they do in reaching Ukaizo and facing
Fucking hell, same.
Your pursuit of Aethys and your journey to
You need to be a philosopher, and then he's gonna destroy the whole world, I guess. Funny. One thing left to do. Should also go to manual save side with Principi. There's a quest with a floating hangman and a boss fight too that I need to do. It's like a hidden boss. I'm quite sure it's with Principi because Furante gave us the quest. We haven't encountered the floating hangman, which means it's some of the factions that triggers that quest.
It may reach the But what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me? Have you come to
I've come to fight
witness
you, only
the
to bear
breaking of the
witness
wheel?
is this, actually. Breaking the wheel, he refuses to destroy everything and he does what he wants to do. But this is new.
Aye, you bimpot, even I've no learned for that.
Watcher, there is no fight to be had. If you seek rest, I can take your soul from you. Though it would be a strange and tragic end to your journey.
No, we fight. Decomposed. Shit.
Your stand against Aethys lasts no longer than it takes you to declare it. In less than the span of a breath, the god absorbs your soul into his Atra body, where it mingles with the thousands already there. It is a strange afterlife, a place of sleepy peace for some and unrelenting tedium for others. For you, it is a place of stasis.
Peace. It's peace.
You surface from the morass, time and again, only to remember the task you left behind, and how powerless you are now to complete it. You dimly perceive a world in chaos, souls hanging in the balance. You recall there was something you were supposed to do, but it feels as though you've been locked in a cage and dropped into the sea. You sink and forget, only to remember again.
You're back into the wheel and you will be reborn, I guess. But it's a fucking disgusting ending. Yeah. Holy shit, disintegrated. That can happen with Rimgrand too, and that can happen when you enter the storm without a good ship. You insta die in those conversations. Encounters. Okay. That's all there is. There is Principi quest. You can pick factions. Now, I wonder if I should do it in my second playthrough or should I do it now? To be honest, it doesn't matter, I guess. The last autosave, last regular save, pre-endgame, Deadfire archipelago. That's the one we want, eh? Pre-endgame. I just hope it doesn't take us to the cinematic. In the next playthrough, kill everyone, yeah. We pick something else. I'll create a story in the next playthrough to see how it goes. I won't import save from Pillars 1. I'm holding my save for Pillars 1 when they release all 3 DLCs. Then I'll do it. And only then. Don't want to do this. Sabotage at Citadel. Another Monk Thieves, Kuaro, Burunga, Bounty. Bellfire Beacon in Dunwich. We go to Dunwich. Wanna see if I can trigger the floating hangman. That's the only boss left. It's like a hidden boss. Ship of the Undead. That's what I wanna do. We saw all 6 endings. 5 endings. You can see that hidden ending only if you take a philosopher in character creation screen. I have to have that in mind for the next playthrough. We need to take a fucking philosopher. Level cap should have been higher. You don't need to feel it. It should have been higher. It should have been around level 25. I haven't received XP in the last 20 hours. I'm level 20 for the last 20 hours and I killed tons of stuff. But nothing changes. Deadfire beacon, let's see the hidden boss. This is all new now. I don't know, out of those 5 endings, best ending is probably, since 90% remains the same in the Deadfire, whatever you pick. Best ending is to give Berat the power, because Eora profits out of it.
Over here, my friend.
Diverus, is it settled now? I do not like having my hand forced by some rogue god.
Indeed, the vote has been cast. There can be no dispute. The traitor Aldis will hang.
Your vote of confidence is appreciated, my Consuelo. Rest assured, you have made the right decision.
They're gonna hang Eldis.
The Black Pox seas we have? What a fucking farce! Mark my words, Councilman. Your souls will be damned for this scheme.
Well, yeah, Kid Malnage.
Do not forget your promise, Furante. With Eldis out of the way, you will sail us to Ukaizo, well before the Huana, the Valen Trading Company, or any others can plunder it.
The god will lead us there, and the floating hangman will navigate the storms.
Floating hangman, I fucking knew it. We get to fight with the floating hangman.
Watcher, your timing is impeccable as always. We have just concluded a vote of phenomenal importance.
Blast this! You can outvote me, but you can't make me stay and watch.
Med Morena out.
One of our Consuelo members, Captain Aldis, has been charged and found guilty of those crimes, punishable by death.
And those crimes would be?
Defiance. On several past occasions, Aldis has willfully dismissed the mandates of the Consuelo.
So she's rebellious, what pirate isn't?
Oh, there is more. Negligence. Too often, Aldis has outright neglected her responsibilities to the Consuelo. When a meeting is called, the presence of all members is required.
In other words, she didn't come running when you called.
Excessive cruelty. Aldis and her new bloods often commit extreme violence in pursuit of financial gain. This drives our foes to take harsher measures against us.
Or you're just too weak to handle the Valiant Trading Company ship hunters. You're gonna get pissed. 4. There are 4 soulbound items, I'll show you. Exactly 4. And that's way too little. For the game that lasts 95 hours, it's way too little.
Sedition, which you witnessed firsthand when Aldis negotiated with our enemies without the consent of the Consuelo. She has single-handedly endeavored to spark a civil war within the Principe on multiple occasions. And, worst of all, betrayal. Aldis sacrificed an entire crew of Principe in an ill-fated attempt to lure out the floating hangman so that she might captain it. This Consuelo session is now concluded. Watcher, what happened at Magran's teeth changes everything. We must acquire the floating hangman if we've any hope to reach Ukaizo before Eothas destroys everything. Which brings me to my current problem. Somehow, Aldis has uncovered a means to summon the floating hangman, but she is hunkered within her stronghold. Myself and the others of the Consuelo must lay siege to get to her. However, you have a means of entry to the fortress. I need what she knows before I can hang her. Obtain it for me, and I will grant you her seat on the Consuelo.
And we can kill Furante too. I said, I'm sorry it's come to this, but that'd be a lie. I'll talk to her.
Sail to Fort Deadlight.
Sail to Fort Deadlight. Confront Eldis at Fort Deadlight. Find out how to trigger the floating hangman secret boss. Nothing. No soulbound weapons at all. 5. Let's see how much I got. I got 1. 1. 1. Still 1. 2. And that one is bugged, it doesn't work, by the way. 3. A dagger. 4. 4. Exactly 4. And the 5th is Modveer. This one, but when you extract soul from Modveer, when you release soul from Modveer, it becomes superb and not soulbound anymore. So yeah, 5, if we count Modveer. But in other words, only 4. A sword, poleaxe, mace, a dagger, arquebus. The game is unfinished. I said that 50 hours ago, I'll say it again. It's unfinished. Most of the islands are empty or very small maps. Very few dungeons. Caves are very small. Encounters, very little encounters. Items are complete, unbalanced bullshit. And that's how it is. In a year from now, it's gonna be in better state if they work on it. But this game requires at least a year of work to be great. Now it's solid. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. It will probably be the best CRPG in 2018, but it doesn't mean that the game is great. It has its flaws, it has its bugs, game-breaking bugs too. Some quests do not trigger. Ah, take me to Eldis, you motherfucker.
Are you ready to
Lead
ride
on. This is the faster way. And by the way, in my personal opinion, the best weapon in game that you can find is this one, Maegran's Favor. I truly believe this is the best weapon. With Battle Axe proficiency, your crit damage is 40% just from a weapon and a Battle Axe proficiency. And it's fucking crazy. All in all, let's finish with this.
Ah, Captain. Beholding you never ceases to be a wonder. You wanted to speak with me? Well, consider me a captive audience.
You know something about floating hangman you're not telling me?
I haven't the faintest idea as to what... You're not buying it, eh? Guess it was only a matter of time. I knew the spies I strung up by their guts couldn't have been the only ones. They were just the poor squabs who got caught.
Spill it or I'll kill you. And read it in your soul. Spill it or I'll kill you, and read it in your soul.
Ferrante covets the floating hangman in order to enforce his control of the Principe, not to protect us from our outside enemies. nor to beat your rampaging god to Ukaizo, but I'm 2 leagues ahead of Ferrante. I know how to summon and command the floating hangman. Of course, I destroyed the information as soon as I uncovered Ferrante's spies. You'll never learn it without me.
Get me the floating hangman and I'll give you the Principe. I'm a watcher, I can learn what you know from your soul.
And I need only to be a corpse for you to do it? I don't take kindly to veiled threats, Swabby.
I'll take my chances.
I'll happily bet on your...
Ready to brawl?
Time to kick your ass.
You're something special.
What?
Mow it.
You're mine!
You fucking got interrupted.
Take from feeding
Boom.
fishes.
Something I can do?
Boom. Hell beckoning. One-handed sword.
Something I can do?
There goes Eldis. One-shot trick. Breather soul.
Not a problem.
Darkozi's oath.
Hey.
Return to front in Dunwich Bellfire Beacon. Can't rest.
Sure.
Already on it.
Cannot rest. Give them eggs. We rest now. It was the easiest way. You just blow your own team up, blow everything up, kill them fast. And it's done in an instant. I just hope they don't attack me now when I'm exiting the building, because I killed Eldis. She commands the fucking fort. Just don't tell me we need to fight them. They shouldn't know. Yeah, they're fucking aggressive. We need to reach the door. Bloody hell.
Quick and quiet.
Druid Paladin. You wanna go with multi-class or what?
Trouble up ahead.
It's not trouble up ahead. It's one shot up ahead. Bam.
Worse than rough. That's it. I shall deal with this one.
So.
One shot up ahead.
Of course.
Where you live?
Right orders.
The bullshit. What is it now?
Worse than rough. Yes?
One shot up ahead.
I shall.
Ooh, I got 3 of them.
Yes? Indeed.
They should nerf this spell. It's hilarious. Now you can go kill them all, but they don't give any XP.
Keeping an eye out.
Foes ahead.
It doesn't matter. Even the trader is... Oh!
How may I help?
You're not against us.
Worse than rough.
Bam. They are all pissed. seems like. Bam! Keep one-shotting.
Nothing will slip past.
The game bugged from this spell completely.
That orders. Oh.
I just wanna get out. Stop annoying me.
Oh, think I can't
Just fucking stop it.
see you, you sneaky bat.
No mercy! Of course.
Yeah.
How may I help?
We leave. Leave shit.
Not a problem.
Oh ho!
No.
My game bugged. Okay.
Down.
Report to the ship. What do you mean you didn't fight the Guardian? It's a very cool fight. I learned how to summon the floating hangman. It should be the sword. Let's check the sword. We need to speak with Furante to summon the floating hangman. The sword can only summon it. I remember the conversation with that revenant. Damage. Can we summon it like this, perhaps? Oh. It is a hidden boss, goddammit. What can I say?
Did you meet with Aldis at deadline? You know what I'm hoping for.
Rats, well, I have the information you need.
Yes, that is exactly what I had hoped for. Now that the unfortunate business of eliminating the traitor has been resolved, we can move forward in the grand scheme of things. What means had Aldis learned for how to summon Rivan's galleon at sea?
Speaking of their cozy oath while holding the Engolero will draw Rivan near.
I know the words for which you speak, for they have been carved in my own heart. Ioguri de protegere mat paladine me dercozze iuer justi regli mea Aurelia dercozis eri.
Jesus fucking Christ,
Who
fuck
I
you.
above all should have known, Nak. But what matters now is that we possess the needed pieces to acquire the Von Ferris turned floating hangman. I honor your loyalty here before the Consuelo.
Fleet breaker.
Were circumstances any other, we would feast and celebrate into reverie. But for now, we must continue with our pressing matters. The galleon's ability to control the weather around it can be used to calm the most dangerous storms. I wish to use the Von Ferris to sail to Okaizo with a small fleet. Once there, we can determine what sort of force is causing the storms. We will eliminate it and commence building New Valia. You've the sword in hand, I see. Take the sword to sea and use the Darkotsi Oath to draw out Rivan. Should you be successful in acquiring the ship, the Principe will await you near Andra's Motor. Gelard, with you at the helm, nothing can go wrong. I await your success, Casita.
Summon the Floating hangman. That's the last thing we need to do by sea, except. And let's do it. Didn't have time to balance the game. It's simple as that. The game is balanced in the first 15-20 hours. After that, it becomes a mess. Complete mess. Especially in the last 20 hours. But in the beginning, it's very nice. Will be balanced, at least I hope so. Let's summon. Speak the oath. Speak the oath. Summon floating hangman. Face to Siarivan. Oath. She will be undead. Siarivan. But we fight immediately. They don't wish to parley. Do they? They do.
Darme o engogliero due spears.
What the? Give me the Devourer of Souls. Give her the sword. What happened when you give her the sword? I promised Izir I'd use this sword to kill you.
Do you intend to keep your oath to the Berethian?
I took an oath, I plan to keep it. How about an exchange the sword for your ship? I took an oath, I plan to keep it.
As did I. Mine is eternal. Is yours?
Yeah.
You will relinquish it to me once I have vanquished your soul from your corpse.
I purged your kind from Deerwood before. I can and will put you down, that guard. A few of the undead recoil in horror.
Have any of you more to say about this matter? Any cowards wishing to leave my crew? There is but one way out, as you know.
Siarivan. Strong bitch. Are you?
Sorry.
Vampires though. Ooh. Berta, look at Berta. Berta is my cook. My cook. Siarivan is quite strong. She's casting Lay on Hands. Vampire Sage. Smack him. Kill Femp here. Oh, I got dominated. Oh, I got dominated. Kill this shit. Kill the CR1. True damage. Damn, there's a lot of them. Yeah.
Damn, missed. You be right screwed.
I cannot cast spells for some reason.
Sorry.
I cannot move, I cannot cast spells. Jesus Christ.
That order's too tall.
Holy shit.
That order's too Sorry, can't. That order's too tall.
That's it. I feel like
That order's too tall.
Still stunned.
you be
Sorry,
right
Fred.
screwed.
Can't. That order's too tall.
That's all Femp here.
Sorry, Fred. Can't.
You idiots, move. You can't move. Doesn't matter.
Better run. Ready when you are. Just say the word.
Are we done?
Ready when you are. That looks complicated.
What? There is a mage. Get him.
Take this.
Can we loot? Return to Dunwich with floating hangman. Cannot loot. Well, fuck it. Floating hangman, 4 cannons, sail health 40, hull health 120. My ship is better. How does it look? We leave this trail behind us. Do we still got a sword? Void wheel. No rewards, nothing. Can I check the ship? Since we're on a ship now. I wanna check the floating hangman. Look at this. Couldn't loot items though. There were items to loot. But you can't. I guess that's another bug. What about our quarters? Blood in here that hurt. What on earth?
Consider it done.
How may I be of service, my...
What on fucking earth?
Someone sing to your schooling, Vela?
I'm learning lots. Which side of the boat is good for fishing? Which side is good for...
That's all there is. I got all the quests, all 5 endings. The last boss was this one. That's it. There is nothing else left to do for me. It was damage, wasn't it? Let's see what Furante is gonna say. Can we kill Furante too? Deadfire beacon. But this is it. 96 hours to see everything there is in the game. And unfortunately, only 5 soul-bound weapons. 4 if you extract soul from mod beer. Let's see if I can kill Furante too.
Casita?
I'm captain of the floating hangman.
Magnificently done, Casita. Nothing, not even a god, can stop our ascent to greatness now. The Principi are ready to sail for Ekaizo. I bid you to join with my fleet near Andres Motor.
Is that it?
Ready when you are. I'm on it.
Travel to Ekaizo, we get the ship, we get to keep it. High travel speed. I like my ship more. I really do. But final maneuver. That's it. We've seen everything there is to see. I guess I'll keep Juana ending for the second playthrough. I could do that. Or the Valiant Trading Company for the second playthrough, but that's it. For sure I'm not going to fight the Guardian and speak with Eotes again. I spoke to him 5 times already. That's all the game has to offer. Nah, it's not a DLC. It's the end. There is nothing else to do. What I plan to do next. I'll start the second playthrough with 5 multi-classes this time. With level scaling on Pet of the Damned. And I'll see if I can find something else to play too in the meantime. But this would be it. Pillars. I really hope they improve the game. They patch the game. All of those 3 DLCs. More items, more encounters, some dungeon like Odd Nua was in Pillars 1 would be great. With like 20 levels below. So you can actually explore and fight in the same time. They need that. They need to balance items, balance the fights. The game becomes way too easy in the last 30-40 hours. I got to keep all the items, everything the game has to offer. Haven't sold a thing, so I'll probably make a video about all the items that the game has to offer in this state now, and we'll see how it differs in a year from now when everything is released. But that's about it. Most of my items ended up legendary with maximum enhancements. should wear that, you motherfucker, not perception. Oh, it looks like an idiot. I don't even wish to comment about that either. Like he's wearing a skirt, not an armor. Worst looking armor in game, definitely by far. Hilarious.
Not a bad bit of tackle.
That's it for today. We start the new playthrough tomorrow, or I'll take a day rest and then stream in 2 days from now. We'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but this is it. Second playthrough, 5 multi-classes, level scaling Pet of the Dead, and I'll make own history of the previous game. We'll see. Maybe even start with Berat's Blessings, although that would make the game easier, I guess. I'm not sure. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be seeing you back tomorrow. Wish you all good night.